everybody, it's Jill with Angel Creations. Welcome back to my craft room. We are going to do a cute little garland today for St. Patrick's Day. We're going to be using the felt garland from the Dollar Tree. It is really, really nice quality, so I just couldn't pass it up. I thought it will be so cute to craft with. It is 9 feet long, but look at how adorable those felt shamrocks are. Such good quality. But we're going to find the halfway mark because it's 9 feet, and we're going to do about half of that today. So let's see here. I'll say probably here. It's too bad because you have to cut it off. They're looped in between each other. And actually, I might be able to just unglue it. There is a little glue here that they have used. So that will be perfect. All right. Whoops. That will be perfect. We can take that right off. All right, so what they did was they overlapped it and glued it, and that's how they did theirs. So that's, I guess we'll go with this one right here. This one has a folded piece. Other than that, though, see this folded over piece? Other than that, this is really, really well done. Thank you, Dollar Tree. All right, so we're going to do 3 feet of it today. And it's just the cutest. I just think it is too cute. All right, so what do we got going on here? We're going to cut their little green ribbon off that they had it, you know, for the end there. And we're going to spread this out, and we're going to see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Maybe we might have to get rid of one of these because we need a halfway mark. So let's just get rid of this one. It already, we're going to cut this one right off. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to cut one off because we need a halfway spot. So that's going to be an adorable garland. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right here in the middle is our halfway mark. And the first thing we're going to do is pick out one of our adorable Dollar Tree gnomes. I know the Dollar Tree has gnomed us out, right? I know. I'm going to use the one. My favorite one is the one in the tall, sparkly hat. But they did these well, too, this year. They wrapped this plastic sleeve around the beard and a little bit of the body so that they're not all messed up. Oh, it's connected at the top here, too. Let me show you after I cut that off, because we're just going to use the one. So see, okay, so it's a little funny because his beard now has the little crease where the plastic was, but still very, very good, very good way to package it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to just snip his little hanger there, his own little hanger, and we're going to attach him to our garland just like that with his little ribbon, and we're just going to tie it in a knot if we can get it through there. And we want him to hang this way. We might have to put a little tiny bit of glue so that he hangs a certain way, but we're just going to just tie him on, and we're going to be doing lots of tying today. We have some rags we're going to throw on this. We have some ribbon we're going to throw on, so the tying is really cute. It's just going to add to the look. All right, so we have that tied on, so let's just cut that a little bit shorter. So look, we already have a garland, and now he's got a gnome on our garland. So that's the middle of our garland, okay? So I'm going to give him a little tiny bit of glue where I want it, and then I'm going to stick his hat in that because I want him to be facing this way all the time. I just want him to be in the front all the time. So I'm just putting a tiny bit of glue on his little hat. All right, now we're going to take and tie some, we have some of the Dollar Tree burlap and they're white. So we're going to start by cutting these in half and then in half again, because we're just going to tie them on maybe once, maybe twice. I even don't mind if we just tie them once. Let's see, that might be too short. Let me do one in half. And if we find out that might be too short, so we're going to stick with just in half. All right, so we're going to go to our next little joint, and we're going to just tie our ribbon right around the shamrock. It's not ribbon, it's burlap. We're going to just make a messy tie. And we're just going to tie that on just like that. Pull any loose strings. So now we're going to go next to that, and we're going to do the same one. We're going to go around the shamrock. We can get it in those little spots there, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to just tie that loose, just like that. All right. Now, I think on either side, we will take, I have this really cute homespun gingham green. It's so cute, and of course it's frayed, and I love it that way. That adds to the look, if you ask me. So we're going to cut that in half, and then we'll keep it the same. So I am going to tie this one around my two little shamrock holes, the two little hollow parts, and I'm just going to tie that in the middle just because I want this to kind of be in the middle, and I don't really see another spot to do it. So that's all. We're just tying our rags on this all over. All right, so now we're going to go up to the next little joint here, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to just tie our ribbon through it. Not ribbon, I keep calling it ribbon because we're going to use ribbon too. This one has a little edge I want to cut off. Ouch, just cut myself. My cats are having fun over there. Can you hear them? All right, now let's go to the next jointed one on the opposite side. We'll take these strings off here. Cut this off this way this time so I don't cut myself again. That's silly. It's like a hairdresser cut too. All right, so I'm gonna just put this in half. I'm trying to take those, I like it frayed, but I'm trying to take those strings off just so that they don't get in the way when we go to tie it around the little shamrock joint. All right, so let's just put that right here on the next set of joints. They're so cute. I love how the Dollar Tree did that. They interwove them into each other like a chain would be, you know, like link by link. They just interwove them. I'm going to cut this one a little bit shorter here. Let me give you a look on how this is shaping up. You guys see it? All right, now we are going to keep going, but I want to put some more of this burlap, and I want to put some of our gingham, ribbon from the Dollar Tree on here as well. So let me open this one. I have one that's like a forest green and one that's like a Kelly green, and I'm going to add both of them. So I'm going to go in between my burlap and my material now and tie another piece of ribbon right on in one of those joints. It was really chilly here this morning, but it is warming up nicely. All right, so I'm going to slip a little tiny knot or a little tiny daub, of glue in there and just pull it so that, that does not come out. All right, now I'm going to go between the other side over here, And we're just going to add our green knot. Little tie, our little tie knot. In between the material and the burlap. So this time, let's just stick a little bit of glue right in there before we pull it all the way. Cute. So cute. All right, so now we have that green. Now I want to add this darker green. I don't know if it's, maybe not forest green. I don't know my greens, but it's a really pretty green. So we're going to add that as well. So let's cut a couple of pieces of that. And add that. Where do we want to add that? Let's go all the way up to our next joint. And put that on that shamrock. And I will stick a little dab of glue in the knot, only because it's slippery ribbon. Slippery ribbon. And that's just going to hang. You don't have to kind of glued to the, there we go. All right, now we're going to go this one and put our other piece of ribbon up here. I got glue on my finger I'm trying to get off. All right, so now we are going to add our ribbon. I'm trying to look to after, so this one right here. And so you guys can use anything. You can rip up a pillowcase to make rags. Coffee stain them. They just look really primitive and more farmhouse and country. You can rip up anything and just really go to town. All right, we're going to add more of our burlap now. So what did we do? We cut that in half, I believe. Only because burlap is hard to tie, right? So let's find any spot that will take some burlap. Throw it through your little shamrock. Tie that rag up. I love the look of this. It's so farmhousey. It's so primitive. And let's go, where did we go? The second to the last? We're going to go to the second to the last on here. And we're just adding bulk. Adding bulk to this. We don't have to really put any glue in here because these stay. All right, let's go back to my favorite here. Let's cut my ends because they have a real weird fold and I don't want to cut myself again. All right, so they have a weird end on them. Let's get that gone. And the string's gone. Fold that in half and we'll tie these two on. Now, I don't know, I had originally thought that I would use all 3 gnomes. I have 6 gnomes. We're going to hold this up because I'm really loving it like it is. We're going to hold this up and see what we think. And then we will decide, I'm putting a little glob of glue in there. And then we will decide whether or not we should put it on. So, let's see, what's that? That doesn't go there. And then we're going to put that here. Wrong one. There is like a little tiny fishing line, I guess I'll call it, that they do also have here with these little shamrocks to help them probably when they were, it also helps us to keep it in shape, right? But sometimes it's getting in my way when I am tying the, rags around the thing. The little see-through string is getting in my way. All right, we're going to tie this one on, and we are going to give this a little cut. We'll shorten it a little bit. We're going to do the same with this one. The gingham homespun is a little long, so I'm just going to shorten some of those. because it doesn't take as much of a knot when you cut it. So when you tie it, and like the other ones we measured with the burlap, takes a lot more material when you tie it in a knot because it doesn't tie as tight, right? So not as long. So we're just kind of trimming up our ties just to match the rest. All right, now we're going to hold this up, and you can't help me decide here. That's why we need to get up to 1,000 subscribers, because then I'd like to do maybe once a week, go live and do a quick craft live, like maybe Wednesday. I don't know what it's going to be, but you guys, I could say to you live, what do you think? Should we add another couple of gnomes or not, or leave it like this? And now that I'm holding it up, I'm going to add the other 2 gnomes. So we have one that has a green hat with little shamrocks on it. He's too cute, cutie patootie. Whoa, that was really almost a big mistake. I almost cut the whole tip of his hat off. And let's get rid of these strings. And then the other one has a black hat with little shamrocks on it, and he's just too cute too. We got one in here we gotta cut. All right. So we actually could get 3. No, we actually could get 2 banners, or you could do the whole long 9 feet. I just don't really have the room to do 9 feet of a garland. And I will probably be giving this to the doctor's office, and they might not have 9 feet to hang it. So, you know, do you. If you want it 9 feet, they give you 9 feet. Just work with that. If you want to shorten it up like I did, you can get two whole different garlands, because you have 3 gnomes left over, and you have another whole garland left over. So you can actually do 2 of these. All right, we cut our little strings, and we're going to tie them. I'm going to see, where does this one look like is the best place for him to be? And where is the black one? Well, that one's cut. I'm going to say not the very last one, but the one next to it. That's where I'm going to tie our gnome on. So he'll be at the end. So there'll be 2 at the ends and 1 in the middle. So there'll be 3 gnomes, and they're all different. My favorite is the one in the middle, because he's got a really tall hat, and it's all sparkly. All right, let's tie this one on the same way. Not at the very end, but right next to it. We have a ribbon there, but that's okay. We can work around that ribbon. These gnomes just are so cute. And I know the Dollar Tree is giving us too many gnomes. There's a gnome on every sign. I know. But this time they did it better, because usually they're so messed up and wrinkled, and they're not even cute. They don't even fix them when they put them on the shelf, which I know these girls don't have time to be fixing all the gnomes before they put them on the shelf. But I'm thinking, is the Dollar Tree learning their lesson? Because now they are giving us a better packaging. I hope the big ones start coming out with that wrap. You know, the big gnomes, the big plushies that they give us for every single, like I said, they're gnoming us out. Is that a word? It is here, right? It is when Jill makes it. All right, so we have 3 gnomes left over. 2 cute, adorable, sweetest little things, really, if you like gnomes. I love gnomes. I don't think I want a gnome for every single holiday, but I do love a cute little gnome. All right, we are just going to put a little something here on the ends to give it a holder, because we cut ours off. So probably ribbon. I guess we'll go with the Kelly green ribbon, and we're just going to make a couple of loops so that we can have something to attach our banner to at each end. All right, I don't have any measurements to tell you here. I just cut about 6 inches. And now I think what I'm going to do, let's see, let's look at it. Yeah, I'm just going to take it right through. Let's see. I have to fix this gnome. Oh no, he's going to be fine. He'll just twist over. Okay, I had something on the bottom and I didn't understand why it looked funny. All right, so I am going to take my ribbon and put it through the shamrock at one end all the way at the end. I'm going to bring my 2 ends together and tie a knot, because this is all about knots, this project, right? It's all tied and knotted. So we're going to put a little knot in the end of this little ribbon. And that is going to be our hanger. So make sure it's nice and tight. And then we can snip it off just a bit. We're going to take our other piece and go to the other side. And we're going to do the same thing. Go to the very, very end. Pull it through a shamrock, tie it in the knot, tie both ends right together in a nice layer so it's nice and neat. Pull it tight. UPS is here. Pull it tight. As tight as you can. And then we'll cut that off just a smidge. And you guys, this is our adorable. Now you could add beads. You could really zhuzh this up in any way you see fit. Let's just pull this like this. But look at how cute. It's hard to see, right? Because it's better when I have it flat. But how cute is that? Let's lay it flat. Can you guys see it better? Here, turn that around. These are just adorable little gnomes. And this garland. All right, so this is the garland. It is absolutely fabulous. I can see this as a runner, a table runner, just so many good things. So if you do nothing, if you never do this craft, if this craft is not your style, you still are going to want to go get this banner, because it's just really, really, you could do all kinds of crafts with it. One is bent over, but I think I can fix that if I put heavy books on it or something. So I'm just saying, I'm here to inspire you, and this is a really nice craft piece if you are into St. Patrick's Day crafting. All right, that is going to do it. I love it. It's, like I said, it's really hard to hold up and so that you can see it, but adorable, adorable, adorable. Hard to see. So sorry about that. But you guys, in fact, I have no idea how I will even get a picture of this to put up for a thumbnail. So, boy, oh boy, where are we going to hang this? It is adorable. This is a great time to give me a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so we can do some lives. And we're going to do a giveaway when we get up to 1,000 subscribers. So, yeah, do all the things. Like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you again very soon. And until then, be good and do good. Bye now.